Have you ever wanted to use Siri or Alexa, but for combat? Well, Army scientists are working on that. Essentially what they've done is taken large data sets, a whole bunch of different algorithm work, and created a way for soldiers to talk to robots or talk to artificial intelligence that would use voice commands and also answer questions. But the new innovation they've come up with in just recent months is that the robot is able to ask questions of the soldier. Now, a robot asking questions of the soldier seems a little counterintuitive. I mean, you don't have to have Alexa or Siri ask you questions, but they have massive data sets, big cloud-based systems, and the entire internet to pull from. They're not really working in a localized environment. They're really working off of the data sets they have in their databases. So when you're out in austere conditions or in a field operation or on a mission, a robot in the future will have to basically gather information about what's around it. So when you ask it to get a certain tool or an item, it might ask a clarifying question, like what color is that? What size is it? What is it used for? So the scientists doing this work are with the Army's Development Command, or DevCom, also the Army Research Lab, the Naval Research Laboratory, Tufts University, and a whole collaboration of universities that are research universities that work with the Department of Defense. The program in its current iteration is called Human-Robot Dialogue Learning. That's the most recent version of the robots asking questions of the soldier, but it's also built on past work, previous projects in recent years that have really built up that whole data set and also built the algorithms to make this thing work. One of the earlier programs back in 2020, seems like forever ago, was JUDI, Joint Understanding Dialogue Interface. Now that was kind of a building block to the Hurdle program. Now both are laboratory-based experiments, and even though Hurdle has seen some successes, it has not really been used in an operational environment. One of the problems there is going to be background noise, other environmental noise, that the system is going to have to distinguish that from the voice of the soldier, so it's getting exactly the information it needs or it wants for the particular task it's assigned. So what might this soldier-robot dialogue look like? Well, to me, it kind of sounds a little bit like a kid asking a lot of questions when you're telling them to clean their room. So essentially what they've done is they've laid out some example questions that they use in the laboratory as part of the release they sent out to announce this project. And what the Army's essentially doing is walking into very specific questions, very specific sets. So, for example, the soldier, move to the Delta platform. Robot, where is the Delta platform? Soldier, it's in the middle on the set of 3. Robot, okay. Now for something a little more specific. Soldier, pick up the optimized synthesizer. I don't even know what that is. Robot, what does the optimized synthesizer look like? Soldier, synthesizers are measurement tools with a number display and a dial. There are 3 of them. Robot, is it blue? Soldier, yes. Robot, what do I do with it? Soldier, move it to the primary cabinet. Robot, then what? Place the optimized synthesizer on shelf B. So you can see it has to be very specific, very detail-oriented to get those questions in line. But hopefully with machine learning over time, those same AI programs and robots will have to ask fewer questions because they'll understand the intent of what the soldier wants to get done. So the soldier-robot dialogue is just one of many programs the Army is working on now with machine learning, algorithms, artificial intelligence, really aiming for the day when robots are embedded and ubiquitous across different types of soldier formations, out in the field, in the laboratory, in garrison, and soldiers will be working with them basically like battle buddies and talking to them like they would a fellow soldier. So another research initiatives they're doing is taking this stuff together, putting it all into one format, trying to get it out to the field as quickly as possible, but there are a lot of hurdles. Basically, laboratory settings where they start these projects. It could be a few years before we see this really fielded and out with soldiers, although soldiers could be testing and playing with this in the near future in different testing and experimentation formats. With Military Times, this is Todd South.